And you noticed that after 50 series, where we showed us the improved Titan, everyone started talking about its strength, that Skibidi no longer have a chance and the like. However, few people paid attention to the guns and their significance. Today, you will learn about the story of Cameraman Titan, about why it was hidden from us as much as 27 series, and you will learn the real reason of the attack Skibidi on the laboratory cameraman. Plus, you won't believe it, I solved the riddle of the plunger, and why he, in the last series, was not afraid of the army Skibidi. To answer all the above questions, we first need to understand the chronology and logic of Skibidi's actions. Never before have they gone this far. This attack on the lab was planned right after TV Man Titan left. Skibidi realized that without TV Man Titan, Cameraman is essentially helpless. This is reinforced by the fact that Skibidi has a speaker, controlled Titan. So the Cameraman had only the Plunger Man, a special unit like the TV Woman, who was rescuing the remaining agents. And, of course, the Cameraman Titan, which was not taken out of the hangar, not only because it was improved, but because Skibidi has the strongest trump card in the sleeve. Of course! I'm talking about a parasite that could infect even the Titans. That is why all the last seasons the scientist Skibidi improved and did more powerful in his fighters, because they had nothing to fear. However, after episode 49, everything changed. In this series, we first saw in action a new TV Woman, which acted as an improved version of the parasite. After all, unlike Skibidi technology, TV Woman does not need to look for the right moment and throw on the head of the parasite. The parasite itself flies to the enemy. And just as importantly, it goes back to the host, which makes this technology a very dangerous weapon because it can infect several opponents at once. Note also the previous episode as the 16th season began. We were immediately shown a cannon, and it was for a reason. Here we see how at the last moment the Plunger Man heroically escapes from the Skibidi. However, the second cameraman, the one on whose behalf we look at all that is happening, could not escape death. And it, unfortunately, cuts in half Skibidi. Then he steals the gun and leaves the distance, without noticing that the Plunger Man managed to escape. The same Plunger Man who saw all this, hey, like a real soldier, immediately moved to the base to tell management about the news. In fact, they stole very important technology. We had seen guns before, but never Skibidi was able to steal this gun. Obviously, the TV Woman was built on the basis of the technology taken from these guns. Notice this cameraman with a display. You don't think that it was on behalf of this cameraman that we saw the episode 48. It has only the top that tells us about the Skibidi attack. He also shows a dicey gesture, which means something very bad happened, namely the theft of the gun. So we have this picture. Skibidi, get a can and analyze it. Then see TV Woman, her effective weapon that can infect. And they realize that with such technologies, it will be difficult for them to compete. And to create more and more Skibidis already dangerous, as they can get infected. Therefore, taking all the risks into account, they decide to attack the lab and destroy all cannons and designs to eliminate the possibility of infection. However, their entire plan failed because of the Plunger, because he told the management about what happened and his hunch that after receiving the gun, they could potentially attack the base. After that, Cameraman began to create defensive fences. On these shots, they are clearly visible, and put the air defense and other cannons outside to stop the invasion. However, as we already know, this did not stop the army Skibidi. And this is where the secret of the Plunger is. While others are in shock, not understanding how to stop him. Only he knew about all the plans of the guide, including the release of Cameraman Titan. That is why only he was not afraid to go straight to the army. Although I don't have physical strength. I mean, he's got a strong morale and a very good mind. It was he who helped anticipate this invasion and in time give advice to the guide to launch the Titan Cameraman out of sleep mode. And at this time, we have smoothly moved on to an important theory and answer the question why for so long we were not shown Cameraman Titan. I liked one theory very much. I liked one theory that it was built for a long time is not very similar to the truth. That it was the second of the biggest attack. They managed to spin the last nut. Here it is much more complicated, but the answer is still on the surface. First, you didn't notice that agents very rarely have upgrades lately. It seems that engineers do not specifically improve the cameraman in the previous mode. The reason why agents do not improve their allies including keeping their fighters in a hangar such as Cameraman Titan, is that they still did not have a very effective parasite resistance. Of course, the laser gun works, but that doesn't stop operators from getting infected in unknown locations. So my idea is that all along they have really improved their allies, but they did not risk releasing them. Imagine that you created a huge, powerful fighter, and then you took control of him a second later. Because the toilet's parasites can just jump on him and infect him. One captured upgraded agent is enough for the scientist toilet to study it and possibly use it for his own purposes. It will steal technology and introduce titanium abilities into ordinary Skibidi fighters. Remember the infection speaker man, Titan. Just remember how many new species have appeared since this series in Skibidi. That is why we have recently seen only TV man Titan in combat, since he can at any moment teleport to Skibidi not captured yet Titan. After losing control of the speaker, Man Titan, agents are very much afraid of repeating what happened. Agents are very much afraid of repeating what happened. But there is one open question. Whether the agents were able to implement the anti-infestation system in the improved Titan. Improved guns and their increasing number are certainly good. But to reduce the chance of infection to a minimum, you need either an antivirus system or a teleport like TV Man, Titan. Judging by the fact that, at the end of the series, it flew away and did not stay on the base of agents, I have two theories on this matter. The first theory. The agents managed to download the anti-infection system and it went on to kill Skibidi. The second theory. Since his place has already been declassified Skibidi and stronger Skibidi, with more parasites will most likely go here to steal titanium, the management of the agents decided to build a new base. It was built specifically for Cameraman Titan, and there they continued to develop it, installing an antivirus or a cannon that will most certainly save titanium from parasites. This is the way I imagine this system, a flying cannon that will move with the Titan, and in case of what immediately kill the parasites, or immediately treat at the moment of contact with the parasite. About this technology we saw in TV Woman. What if we combine the cannon and the TV Woman's ability together? Then we get a good antivirus for parasites. And in this case, Cameraman may not be afraid that their Titan will infect. And they can already attack with all the strong fighters. Friends, such detailed theories are harder to do than the usual reviews of the series. So I hope you are active in the form of likes and subscriptions. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe. It gives me a lot of motivation. Good luck to everyone, and thanks for watching